possibilities beyond diversity. Experience the power of digital competence. Welcome to Digital Jobs PH Training.
Hi, welcome to Digital Jobs PH Trading. My name is Arian, and this is Module 2 of Client Management. So let us talk about interview, offers, and proposals. Okay, so are you ready have you been interviewed before? What are your experiences during interview? Were you anxious? Ako anxious pa rin ako in 10 years in the industry. Although I've been working for different industries for 10 years. Hindi nawawala yung anxious. Parang yung kabog ng dibdib hanggang. Right? So, are you ready to get interviewed? When submitting proposals, it is important for a prospect to know that you are eager, and one of the best ways to show it is by suggesting an interview. I'm open for interview. Get it on. Justify by expressing your intention to know the project further and send your questions. Huwag naman yung parang ikaw na yung nag-i-interview, no? You can also use the interview as an opportunity to build trust and rapport. So to prepare for an interview, make sure of the following. You have a working headset with microphone. Wala ba? Stable internet connection. Mag-speed test muna, girl, at tanong sa PLDT kung siya ba ay masisira o hindi kasi convert ba. Minimize noise distraction. At the moment, I am using two audio settings here. One is the Zoom audio settings that includes suppressed background noise. It's on high suppression. And while I'm also utilizing the wrist for microphone. So that's why my audio sometimes goes rough. Make sure your camera is working. I also have voice cancellation in this webcam. I'm not using the built-in. There's a built-in sound. It's distorted. Okay. So you see, I have a good lighting here without using the ring light. It's just a waste of the sun. With good lighting, I just don't have a good background, so it's blurred. I'm not using a virtual background because if you are doing Facebook video chat or Skype interviews, make sure they are working on your machine, on your laptop, desktop. Keep practicing. The more interviews you get exposed to, the more it becomes easier for you. Use each interview as an opportunity to improve yourself. So, di ba, high-tech na ngayon. Dati pag mag-practice tayo ng interview, sa harap lang ng salamin. Salamin na kinakausap natin. Ngayon, kinakausap na rin natin pati mga camera. I-improve tayo. High-tech na. When you go to an interview, during a face-to-face interview, we were looked at from head to toe. So, naranasan kong mag-apply ng napakalayo mula dito sa I went to Binyan to apply. Kalimutan ko na kung ano yung call center na in-applyan ko before. ko, oh my gosh. And I was in skirt, I was bringing a coat. Diba nga, biyahe ako last year. How many transport have I gone through? 5 to 6 to get there. Tapos pagdating ko doon, ang tagal ko naghintay. Tapos tinignan ako mula ulo hanggang paa. Tapos, yeah, I was a fresh grad. Isa ako sa interview. Ba't hindi ako ma'am? So, bottom line, ayun nga. So, kailangan yung grooming natin and appearance, kahit naman virtual, kailangan presentable pa rin tayo. So, this is my virtual uniform. I have 3 virtual uniforms. Depends on what virtual event do I have. And then, malinis. Kahit hindi masyadong kagandahan, basta malinis. Tapos, nakasman. But then, yeah, you just need to resonate your prowess, and impress. First impression kasi, hindi mo mawala yan. First impression last. Kung hindi mo kaya magpa-impress on the first meeting, paano ka magpapa-impress na yun? Although, merong sabi na, hindi mo naman kailangan magpa-impress para magustuhan. Kaya nga nag-a-apply, di ba? Nag-a-apply ka pa lang, eh. Sabihin mo yan kapag nandun ka na. Kapag hindi mo na, kapag yung lahat ng ginagawa mo, okay. Tapos, hindi mo na kailangan patunayan yung sarili mo. Kasi, sa lahat ng ginagawa mo, nakikita yung katunayan. What makes a positive personality? So, first is appearance. Ito, napakasakit man tanggapin, pero laging, parang si Earth, yan. Mas unang napapansin ng surface, na surface tayo. There is a belief that your outer view reflects your inner view. Naisip ko tuloy siya. Kumukulo ka siya. Okay. Minsan hindi rin eh. Minsan, madalas tunay, pero minsan hindi rin. Nagkakaroon tayo ng mga wrong impressions. Paano ba nagkakaroon ng wrong impressions? Kapag sobrang nervous natin, nagiging mali-mali tayo or nakakapal ng blunders, diba? Tapos, pero hindi madi-discount pa rin na kapag handa ka, nakikita kung naghanda ka, at kung nag-aral ka, at kung talaga nag-prepare ka. Magkamali ka man, very minimal, or there are just circumstances na hindi mo kausap. Hindi mo hawak. Pero yung sarili mo, inihanda mo yung sarili mo, yun naniniwala ako na your outer view reflects your view. And your confidence from other people's views and opinions of you, confidence you have in yourself. Yan. Yung strangers naman, lagi yung skeptical. Pag hindi ka kilala. Although, kahit mag-background check sila, kalkalin nila yung buong academic records mo and work experience, career records mo. Lagi yung skeptical sa'yo. Ano kung kaya mong gawin? Ano kaya mong gawin, hindi kaya mong gawin? Yan. Crafty ba? With flashing arrows. Ano. Pero, always bear in mind that if you have prepared yourself for this thing and you really want this thing, if you really want something that you never had, you must do what you've never done. So, lunukin mo na yung confidence feeling. And then, hindi naman to boast, hindi naman to brag. Just embrace yourself. There would be no other person who would embrace yourself but you. And doon makikita kung fit ka. Creativity. It's the ability to think beyond the obvious to solve problems. Creativity plus Yun. Resourcefulness. Sabagay, creativity is resourcefulness is just one way of creativity. And critical thinking. Ano? If creativity would be a package of critical thinking, resourcefulness, and flexibility, ayan, then be creative ka. You have to view things on the other side. Be innovative. So, kung para ka ding nagbebenta. So, binibenta mo yung sarili mo actually sa isang company o sa isang sarili. Binibenta mo yung sarili mo. So, para kang nagbebenta sa customer. So, ano yung unique mo sa'yo? Bakit ito ang bibilhin ko? Bakit yung product mo bibilhin ko? Bakit yung servisyo mo ang bibilhin ko? Next, what makes a personal determination? See things through to the end and use your creativity to overcome problems. If you don't succeed the first time, start over. By following things through, your self-confidence will grow. Ano ba share? Nung first time na nag-TM ako, hindi ko natapos. So, first time na batch 1 ako nag-SCP, hindi ko rin natapos. I was so depressed na hindi ko alam kung bakit. Habang gano'n, habang tumatanda ako, alam ko ng experience, tapos incorporate ka naman yung experience ko. At hindi pa rin ako nakakatapos. Yung nangyari na-overwhelm ako. Samantalang, every time na kumukuha ko ng licensure examination ulit, ng civil service, ng local examination, nakakapasa ako. Bakit ito, pag portfolio making na, kailangan, may nagbabatch to pa ako. Actually, yung gawa mo, hindi yung gawa mo yung magdidikta sa'yo. Yung determination mo na una matuto, pangalawa makatapos. Pag nasa isang trabaho ka, whether isang trabaho, isang pagpasok, or scholastic sense, academic, or career experience, una mong titignan, ano yung matututunan mo na mag-grow ka, na kahit wala ka doon, madadala mo siya. Okay? At pag pumasok ka naman sa isang opportunity, ang una mong titignan, ano yung matututunan mo doon, ano yung makukuha mo pag sa kung malaki ang sweldo doon, wow, mag-grow ka ba doon? May opportunities ba doon? Ano yung opportunities na mabubuksan kapag sinumunod ka? Para ma-motivate ka na ituloy doon. And then, pag na-motivate ka na, there goes the determination. Okay? Tandaan mo, kapag nasa-determination ka, nasa gitna ka ng bridge. Hindi ka pwedeng tumigil sa gitna ng bridge. Mamamatay ka. Okay? Either bumalik ka or either tumuloy ka. So that's what determination looks like. Next is enthusiasm. The major quality that employers look for is enthusiasm, a zest for living, interest in many things, curiosity, and a high energy level at work and in life. Next is imagine. Picture yourself in positive situations. You can use your imagination to build your confidence. Dito ako bumagsak sa na akong job interview. Hindi pala yung interview. Panlima. Ito yung first thought. Ito yung like sabihin yan. Nabinakitaan ako ng 3 pictures. 2 pictures, 5 pictures. Now, what can you see? Those are situational. What can you see? Yan. Hindi ako imaginative na. Conventional lang yun. Dapat pala imaginative ka. Para nakikita din doon kung ano yung gagawin mo kung may ganung sitwasyon. So, gaano ka-intuitive. Then, communicating with your best image. Good grooming is critical that many jobs require special uniforms to reach high standards of dress. A note on body odor. You need to shower every day. You need to use deodorant. Don't forget it. Make sure how when we get back to face, remember that. Negotiate to win-win. Negotiating during interview, if your prospect is interested in you, they will begin negotiating the work scope. Be ready with your rates, your price range, awareness on market competitor, offers and their rates. If there are things asked of you that you can deliver, say no. Pagpili ka na hindi maaari. Be ready to answer the question, why do you want to work on this project? Why do you want to work with me? Ask if client will be providing access to tools and training. Be honest enough. Criticism does not have to be a bad thing. It can be a suggestion for improvement. So types of interview questions, credential verification. So these are the things that you have written on your resume. So these are resume verification questions, and the experience verification subjectively. Evaluate the experience in your background. Opinion questions include subjectively analyzing how you would respond in series of scenarios. And behavioral questions includes the purpose of measuring your past behaviors objectively. Competency questions align your past behaviors with specific competencies which are required for the position. Brain teaser questions or mental math calculation skills, but also your creative ability in formulating the mathematical formula. These questions evaluate your problem-solving abilities and nonsense. Evaluate your problem-solving abilities. So here are some tips and techniques. So you could share. When you share, you could start with situation or describing specific situation, identifying any hindrances or challenges faced, explaining the actions you took in response, discussing the results and outcomes from your actions, and then explaining and evaluate what you have learned from the experience. Mga pang-Miss Universe. Tips and techniques, effective storytelling. It could be direct, logical, meaningful, and personalized. Listen to the question. Think of an event plan organized in 5 to 8 seconds. So this could be one of your one-sentence summary. Describe the situation, the task, your action, and the result. You could provide context in the background, describe the problem challenges, and then explain what you did, and state the benefits of what you've done. So these are the common interview questions. Tell me something about yourself. So you can answer this by identifying your personal, academic, work experience, and skills. So shortened as or acronymized as PAUSE. So this is an example about answering the question, tell me something about yourself. Next question is, what are your strengths? So at this point, if you think you have a lot of strengths, you can identify certain points of what your strength is and why is it your strength. Why do you think it is your strength? And if there is a certain example that you can give. So this is kind of tricky, what your weakness is. Make sure that your strengths and your weaknesses are aligned, and they are relevant to the job that you are applying for. So are you a lifelong learner? What are you studying at the moment? You could say examples. What is your understanding of the job requirements and description? The next question is, how long have you been a freelancer? What made you decide to become one? Then, 14 is with some freelancing experience. How many clients do you have so far? And what work have you done for them? Make sure not to drop names to maintain confidentiality. Okay. For newbie trainees, the question is, if I would decide to hire you, what work can you do for me? What is your freelancing service specialization and why did you choose that niche? So this is the time that you'll be given an overview of your project or your task. So make sure that you would be honest enough. So this project requires certain number of hours per week, can be 10 hours per week, 20 hours, or less than 20 hours, or 30 hours in experience. Will you be available? Or what's your schedule be like? Can you work on the time zone or PST time, Pacific time, or Australian? So, are you a team player? Can you work with teams or do you prefer working alone? What is your service fee range for this project requirement? Make sure, again, it's the same thing that when you were asked of your salary, your expected salary, never get too low or you would look like a scam, and never price too high that if I would be your client, I would think that I would get another with the price that meets my budget. What is your long-term goal as a freelancer? Your specialization, your base with your clients. So your clients would envision the same vision that you have. And how do you take negative feedback? Much more than expected. We have negative feedback or criticism. So how would you handle criticism? So do you have questions about the project or to me? This would make sure that when you answer this question, you would not really look like you don't know anything about the project. You don't read the job post or you don't check the background of your client. Okay, so let's be prepared. Again, don't go anywhere unprepared. Huwag sumabak sa gera ng walang bala, walang baril. Tips on interview, just recapping. Again, research the industry and the company, clarify your selling points and the reasons you want the job, prepare for common interview questions for a success in the first 5 minutes, get on the same side of the interviewer, and line up your questions for the interviewer. Tips on interview, recapping, this is the best time to set things right. So speak the right body language, be ready to handle illegal and inappropriate questions, think positive, bring a copy of your resume to every interview, send thank you notes, and practice, never give up, okay? One-on-one interview question. First things first, never lie. Be honest as much as possible. Listen, think before you speak, avoid fillers, and on a positive note, powerful ending of statement, everything is learning experience. So your task would be to record the practice interview in Zoom or video conferences platform answering the above common interview questions. You have to upload it on YouTube, unlisted, and share the link for the purpose of it. Okay? So what are the other kinds of interview? Let's go on. First is the discovery call. A discovery call's purpose is to determine whether or not you and your buyer are a good fit for each other, and to understand your buyer's pain points, priorities, and goals so you can effectively sell to them. Strategic call. This is one-on-one strategy call that will give you specific and actionable advice about how to move forward with your digital marketing. So here is a sample script. It says here, it indicates here the information that you need, and then the questions, and what could be the possible answer and the recommendation. Okay. So in a long form, okay, let's get it. The authority, you set your authoritative. Find their plan, understand their business and assets, and defining the gap, make the gap obvious, make the gap even wider, close the call. You see, as a freelancer, you are not seeking to be an employee. You are looking forward to be a partner of your client. Right? Again, you're not seeking to be an employee, you're seeking to be a business partner. So, a business partner in a form that you will be rendering service that would benefit his or her business. So the discovery call would really a strategic call that would enable you to provide your services to your prospect clients, telling the things that you can do for him or her and or for the business. So this complimentary call or consult, give free consultation and ask if they want to continue working with you under your programs. We could, this is actually a proposal bait, a click bait, a call bait. When you say a call bait, you are giving, you are showing, you're showcasing the things that you can do and you can provide with a client, giving them the free consultation. Now, looking forward to the consultation, if things go right, your client will be looking onto more consultations with you. That's the best time to tell the programs that you offer. Okay, so they will become interested in the things that you provide. Parang yung may sample sa supermarket, ay masarap pala to, ma-try na. Pag na-try ng free sample, ay makabili na. So that's the same thing with our discovery call. Ay, magaling pala si ganito, no? Kayang-kaya niya to, meron na pala siyang ganitong ginagawa before pa. Tapos expert siya, yan, makikita ka na, guro ka na ngayon. Are you ready to submit a proposal? So freelancer service proposal and pricing. Tips: go after simple projects, respond fast, collaborate with others, and why isn't good to use a template? So maganda yung template. It's a template eh. Meron ka ng concrete idea on the things that you can provide and the things that your client want to see. But if your proposal isn't crafted well, it won't get you jobs. Diba? Parang hindi naman yan. We would really, since we are service kind of industry, we provide service tailored fit to the client's needs. Hindi lahat ng client pare-pareho ang solusyon na kailangan. Madalas, pare-pareho yung problema, pero yung pinanggagalingan ng problema, magkakaiba. So kung magkakaiba yan ng pinanggagalingan ng problema, pero on the surface ay pareho lang sila ng problema, hindi ka kakarap na kung ano yung binigay mo sa isang client, same din siya yung ibibigay mo client. So hindi rin ibig sabihin na isa yung binigay mong proposal, same din yung ibibigay mo na proposal kay client prospect number 2. Bakit? Magkaiba sila ng pain points. Magkaiba din sila ng gaining vision. So that's the difference of using a template and using a well-crafted proposal. So submitting proposals for project opportunities. First is to customize the proposal. Again, customize based on the client's needs and what you think the client's need. You have to understand what are the pain points of the client. Showcase your relevant experience. Hindi lahat ng experience mo pasok dun sa kailangan. Pipili ka lang doon, alin yung relevant. Kaya ang sabi relevant, diba? Depende dun sa pain point. So, the client have the problem, you have the solution. Suggest an interview. Minsan madalas mahirap mag-explain in written form. Pero kung ipapakita mo na represent mo through interview, win-win situation. Sending proposals, a letter in which you write to a potential client explaining how your skills, experience, etc. could help him or her business and asking them hire you or give you a job. Sending proposals, begin with the warm professional greeting. Dear hiring manager, good day. Make a strong introduction. Showcase your experience. Explain how you'll complete the project based on what you know. Ask relevant questions and push for an interview. Don't submit a long proposal, right? Strike where the iron is hot. Showcase relevant experience. Highlight your strengths, education, skills, certification, similar past project experience or portfolio. Anticipate what your prospect will need. So make it short and sweet. The screencast stand out. Natalia explained to me via email. This was my very first proposal screencast. It takes time to make a screencast to review a client's website rather than writing endlessly to explain what you mean. This proposal was an answer to an invite to apply, but he invited a few people, so I wanted to stand out. Template. First, a warning. You should be selective including screencast as part of your cover letter. They are not always appropriate. Use them if you find yourself trying to explain something to a client in writing that would be more easily explained on a screen. So again, there is no one size fits all. We have to assess the needs and we have to assess our forms of providing the solution. We cannot provide the solution right away, but we could give a hint. Kaya nga, sa movies, uso ang teaser. So, yung proposal natin, yun yung teaser ng makakaya natin gawin. The honest newbie. So, these are the examples. The quick lister. Now, how do you determine your rate? First, the budget to get the job done. Then, what is the market price? Offer packages like value price, retainer, partnership, and adjust based on client's budget. Yan. But actually, ako pabalik. Ano muna yung budget ni client. Tapos, fit ba siya dun sa kung anong, dun sa experience ko, yung oras ko, gano'ng kahirap niya ipapagawa niya. And then, ano ba ang price range nito sa market? Saka pa lang yun. And then, saka pa lang mag-offer ng packages. Last blow ko yon yung packages na yon. Pricing of rate, monthly budget cost, know how much other players are charging versus your offer based on caliber of work. Offer packages, value price, retainer, partnership, and then client budget and make adjustments. Then agree on authorized hours, verify payment method. Usually nag-a-add tayo ng very very light lang naman kung malaki yung kalta sa atin ng conversion. Hindi ko experience pero may nakita ko na dahil ang laki nung service charge nung platform, ng payment platform na nagdagdagan ni client para lang buo yung dumating sa atin as freelancer. Then submit report on work task completed. Then top 5 things to include in a proposal. First is the goal, task, project title, inclusions, campaign focus, outline strategy, timeline, deliverables. Kompleto ha. Investment cost, option 1 and option 2. Link to agreement template, and then payment terms. So before naman, nakita naman natin yung client onboarding para mabigyan si client ng clear overview of the things that we can provide and the things that we provide. Okay? So sa proposal, i-recalibrate mo yon para makita naman ni client beforehand kung ano yung mga pwede mo ibigay sa kanya. So I never lose, I always win or learn. Nelson Mandela. I hope you have learned something from me today. For interview, offers, and proposal. With that, have a good day.
Hope this helps. Thank you for watching and see you on the next video.